Good evening, one and all. Under the topic of assignment 1F, I am summarizing the TED Talk happening in the TED Talk topic. Here, when we look over the concept, main topic of this TED Talk is creativity and the way of education in the modern system. Here, the main hook which happen in this TED Talk is in a powerful and entertainment talk. Sir Ken Robin argues that our education system is shifting creatively, a critical skill for the future. Whereas Sir Robinson is the main speaker of this TED Talk, where he is arguing about the our education system is shifting creatively and it will be a critical skill for the future. Whereas the core messages that he is emphasizing that the creativity should be treated with the same importance as the literacy in education. Uh, the main core message is that the Ken Robinson has been producing that uh, we need to focusing on the creativity of creativity creative thinking, problem solving as same proportional to the literacy, whereas it will plays a crucial role in the modern education system. And we will look over the key points happen in this TED talk. The main key point is the children are naturally creativity but lost their potential as the schools punish mistakes and emphasizes the conformity, where naturally uh, that potentials as a school punishes the mistakes, but they could not produce students to act as more focused on the creativity. That's where the modern generations are become a lack of the creativity modern students. And also he shares the story of clean lane, where it has an act as an where it act as an example of TikTok will show the perspectives of uh, the people joined in the TikTok. Majorly, clean lane is a restless child who for foolish once she was encouraged to pursue dance, ultimately becoming a famous choreographer. But if she fails to get a creativity skill in his life as equal to the literacy, he will it's be he will never she will never become the choreographer, where when he doesn't focusing on the creativity like dance, it harder to get a new life as a choreographer. So by the story of Glen Lane, the Robin Glenn Robinson has proving that we need to focusing on the creativity thinking as proportional to the literacy, whereas literacy will play a key role for a point, but creative thinking will last for the rest of the life. That's the perspective of Ken Robinson. And he criticized the rigid subject hierarchy in schools where arts are undervalued compared to the maths and science. Whereas it shows the importance that the art subjects are has been degrading or underrated when compared to the subjects like maths and science, where it creates a sense of importance to the students that the creativity will become a least important thing when compared to the literacy. So the author is forceful is expressing the education system which impact which making an impact of on modern people mind, will leads to which leads to lots of consequences ahead. And call to an action. Robinson argues educators and the policymakers to rethink and redesign the education system to foster deserves talents and creative thinking in all students, where thought-provoking closing that he if we don't act now, how many more brilliant minds will we unknowingly silence? Whereas if we doesn't take a step forward to making a creativity thinking as an important thing, how many people will lose their uh, minds unknowingly silence, as he had a great pain and a great determination for the upcoming generations. In powerful and entertaining talk, Sir Ken Robinson argues that our education system is shifting creatively, whereas it critical skill for the future, where it doesn't available for the future, where each students in the modern education is focusing on the literacy, will make the creativity in their life as a as as a harder one. And also the core message of the talk is clear, whereas the creativity should be treated with the same importance as the literacy in education system. The Robinson supports this idea by explaining the children are naturally creativity, but lows that potential as the school punishes mistakes and priority standards testing. Whereas while the teachers in the schools doesn't obey the mistakes happening in the initial stages of any initial stages of any problem solving, and also the teachers are not uh, directing the students towards the creativity thinking and the time of subject explanation. It lead to make their minds filled with literacy only, which will lead to more consequences in the future. And also, the Robinson supports this idea by explaining the children are naturally creativity. He he also shares the inspiring story of Gillian Len, a child once considered to have a learning disorder who went on to become a world famous choreographer only because someone recognized her true talent. By which the main goal of Sir Ken Robinson argues argues that our education system is swiftly creativity, a critical skill for the future. That is the summary about the TED Talk.